Hello, I'm Jill Wyoskowski, a librarian at Caroline Kennedy Library. As a librarian, I'm always getting book recommendations from book review magazines like Publishers Weekly, Booklist, Library Journal, and my favorite, Kirkus Reviews. And from websites like Goodreads.com, from patrons like you, and of course from other librarians. In a way, it's a bit of a fun occupational hazard, an enormous and ever-growing to-read list. A few years ago, I was in a reading rut. I was looking for something different and unique. A dear friend of mine, known as Aaron the Librarian, recommended a quirky and adventurous book which made the top of my to-read list. And that book was Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. Published in 2012, Robin Sloan's fast-paced debut novel chock full of likable, quirky characters like Clay Janin. See, the Great Recession has shuffled Janin out of his life as a San Francisco web design drone and landed him a new gig working the night shift at Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. But after just a few days on the job, Clay begins to realize that this store is even more curious than the name suggests. There are just only a few customers, but they come in repeatedly and never seem to actually buy anything. Soon he embarks on a complex analysis of the customer's behavior and ropes his friends into helping him figure out just what's going on. The writing style of Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore can be described as witty, and the tone is atmospheric, offbeat, and thought-provoking. And now on to professional reviews. Publishers Weekly gave Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore a starred review, a really big deal in the book world. They said, "For those who fear that the internet, e-readers, whatever form of technological upheaval is coming, has killed or will kill paper and ink, Sloan's debut novel will come as good news. A denizen of the tech world and self-described media inventor, formerly he was part of the media partnerships team at Twitter, Sloan envisions a San Francisco where piracy and paper are equally useful and massive data visualization processing abilities coexist with so-called old knowledge. Really old, as in one of the first typefaces, as in alchemy and the search for immortality. Google has replaced the Medici family as the major patron of art and knowledge, and Clay Janin, downsized graphic designer and once and future nerd, now working the night shift for bookstore owner Mr. Penumbra, finds mysteries and codes are everywhere, not just in the fantasy books and games he loved as a kid. With the help from his friends, Clay learns the bookstore's idiosyncrasies, earns his employer's trust, and uses media, new, old, and old to crack a variety of codes. Like all questing heroes, Clay takes on more than he bargained for and learns more than he expected, not least about himself. His story is an old-fashioned tale, likably reconceived for the digital age, with the happy message that ingenuity and friendship translate across centuries and data platforms." Kirkus Reviews, one of my favorite sources, said, "All the best secrets are hidden in plain sight. The trick is to notice the secret in front of you. Sloan's debut novel takes the reader on a dazzling and flat-out fun adventure, winding through the interstices between the literary and digital realms." Nick Harkaway, a British novelist and commentator, said, "The love child of Aaron Morgenstern's The Night Circus and Neil Stephenson's Reamdy, Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore is a hugely enjoyable story of friendship, living, and the lure of the mysterious." 2 more books to add to your ever-growing to-read list are the 2 mentioned in Nick Harkaway's review, The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern and Reamdy by Neil Stephenson. Both of these titles are available in our digital collection. Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore is available via Libby, Overdrive, and Hoopla. You can access this book and the other books mentioned in this presentation by visiting our digital collections via the link on your screen. When you're at our site, click on Electronic Resources. To borrow the book or place a reserve, you'll just need your library card and the 4-digit PIN. If you need help getting into your digital library account, you can contact us via our website or directly at dhreference@gmail.com. We're happy to help. I'm Jill Wyoskowski with Caroline Kennedy Library. Stay connected with us at dhcl.mishlibrary.org and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on Pinterest. Thanks for tuning in.